Hello guys, welcome to Workshop demo series. So today we have a connector which is PrestaShop connector, and I already installed the PrestaShop connector in Odoo. So after installation we have the following menu options with their specific features. Okay, and I will try to explain all of the menu options with their respect of features and some of the examples that make you understand the all workflows. Okay, so first of all I will explain the menu options with their features that we have integrated. So first menu option, which is the credentials. So in credentials, this have ability to create multiple PrestaShop store account. So there is no any restriction, you only work on a single PrestaShop store. Okay, so you can add multiple stores. Okay, so first of all I will create a new one, and I will also explain the how to put all the credential data information in a specific store account. Okay, so first of all we will provide this the store name. So it's a name field. You can add input any of value. Okay, so I just put the name, and after that we have to provide the base URL of that PrestaShop store. So I just copy the URL, okay. So at the end we will have to provide the API key. So I just go to the advanced parameters, web services. Basically you can create the API key by using the documentation to the follow some of the few steps related to the API key generation. Okay, so you can get this type of the API key. You can copy this one. Okay, so also make sure that it has enabled. Okay, from here and from here, both. Okay, so I just put this value and click to the save. Okay, so as you can see we successfully added a PrestaShop store account. Okay, so same like you can add multiple PrestaShop store accounts. Okay, so let's move to the next menu option, which is the connector. So in connector we have some of the specific features that we have integrated. So first of all I will try to explain all of the things with respect to the menus. Then I will start back to the connector and explain the features and workflows. Okay, so first of all in menu options you can select these type of features with respect to your requirements. You can operate with the customers categories, which means product categories, the products and the orders, and with respect to their operations. Okay, and you can select the store, which store that you want to be working on that, and also you can specify the date time frame, which define a dedicated number of records that you're looking for. Okay, so this is the main purpose of the connector. Okay, so let's move to the next menu option, which is the history. And in the history you can see the updation, or you can say that the number of records that has involved during the execution. So you can see that how many records are newly created or updated, either of any of features including customers, categories, products and orders, same like in the export history. Okay, and in the end in the settings we have CronJob settings option. So in this CronJob setting option we can configure some of the automation jobs using some of the providing information, or I can say that some of the configuration information related to a specific option. Okay, so you have a facility, you can use either of any option customizedly. Okay, so if you want to use only with the customers, then you can only use the import operation of the customer or export operation of the customer. You can leave the other as it is. You did not want to be change these things, so rest will be here. Okay, so also I will explain how to configure these type of information with respect to the parameters. So first of all, I will explain the parameters. So you can configure with the number of calls, which means that you can define the execution of that automation job, which run execute one time or a limited time. Okay, so you can define that. So if you define a one time, then this will describe that the only one time this job will be executed. Okay, so if you select the unlimited, then it will running after some of defined interval that you have mentioned, okay, during the configuration. So the next parameter, which is the next interval, which means that it's a positive integer number. Okay, so you can put any positive number and which decide the next interval call. For example, currently we have a next interval which is 1 and the type is minute. So you can select any of type. Okay, so I select the minute, so it means that after 1 minute the execution will start. Okay, so if you select, for example, input is 5, so it means that after 5 minutes the execution will start with respect for the import customers. Okay, you just enable this one and save the settings. So this automation job will be activated, and as the execution will be start after 5 minutes. Okay, so it's up to you. You can use either of any of options with your requirements. Okay, so this is the CronJob settings that you can use customizably. Okay, so these are the features and some of the menus that I try to explain all of the working. So let's move to the previous menu, which is the connector, and I will start explaining all of the things. So we are back to the connector. So in connector we have a few of options that we have integrated. So if you have other than any of features that you want to be integrated, then you will ask to support department and we will try to implement as soon as possible. Okay, so as per your customization. So currently we are offering the customers, categories, products and orders. Okay, so with respect to their features, for example, in the customers we have provided the facility to either you can import or export customer manual option. Basically, in this connector you have to interact with Odoo and you can select all of the parameters and some of the execution with your interaction. So in the case of CronJob setting, you do not require any interaction and all of the things automatically work. Okay, so I will try to explain some of the examples using manual option and CronJob as well. Okay, so let's start with the customers. Okay, so I just open the customers from the Odoo module. So you can either you can use the contacts or you can use the other of module as well. You can check by the customer names. So I simplify with the contacts. You can use the other module as well to view or some of the crude operation with respect to the customer. Okay, so I just open the contacts. Okay, so as you can see, it currently we do not have any contacts that newly created. Okay, so I just select to the import operation and you can select only basically you can work with the at same time only one store. Okay, so we select with the store. So if you have more than one, then you can see all of the list basically, and you have to select any of one. Okay, also you can define the time frame limit. So I just select this one, and also I I will check also in the PrestaShop, either we have some of the customer or we have to create new one. Okay, so I just go to the customers. So this will take few hours at queue. Okay, so as you can see that we have two customers. Okay, so we will try to import in Odoo. So after selection of the parameters, I just click to the sync button. So after clicking, this will take few of seconds depending of number of brackets. Okay, so after that execution, you can see the pop-up message which says that the execution is completed, and you can also verify from the import history as well. Okay, so I just click to the import history from here, and you can also click from here. So I just open this a new tab. So as you can see that the history related to the import operation, that we are using the customers, okay, import operation. So as you can see the information related how many records that are involving. Okay, so I also open the context module as well. So as you can see that this customer and this customer is newly created in Odoo, and also they may be create the company as well if they put some of the information related to the company. Okay, so as you can see that, so this is the import operation for the customers. So in contacts, or I can say the customers, you can also use the real-time view of operations related to the some, I can say, the crude operation. You can create, update or delete any of the customer or contact at the real time. The changes will reflect at the same time to the PrestaShop store that you have selected. So if you have more than stores, then it will by default pick the first one, or you can define some of the preference parameter, which store that have the highest preference. Okay, so it's your customization, or I can say the workflow that you want. Okay, so in connector you can specify that which store that you want to be used. Okay, so in the other of the things, that if you want to be use the real-time operations, then you have to also define some of the criteria that will prioritize or select which PrestaShop store that the execution will be select during that. Okay, so currently we have only one PrestaShop store. Okay, so it's up to you, you can customize accordingly. Okay, so it's by default pick the first one. Okay, so I will create a new customer or new contact, and we will check to the PrestaShop store either it's created or not at the real time of creation. So I just try to fill up some of the dummy information. So I just add some of the information. Okay, So after when you fill out most of the information, so just click the save button, as we are by default behavior of the Odoo. So just click to the save button. So the processing is being completed and the contact or a customer is successfully created in Odoo. Okay, so we can check out the PrestaShop as well to either the customer or contact is exported successfully or not. So I just go to the PrestaShop, and as you can see that we successfully exported the contact or customer. Okay, so you can also check the address as well for the related customer. So as you can see that we successfully exported the address. Okay, so the creation and the updation of operation is successfully worked. So now we'll check out the delete operation. Also you can see the information related with the PrestaShop. So as you can see that the store and the PrestaShop ID, which is the customer ID, and the address ID as well. Okay, and the source as well. So these information may help you to identify the customer related information. Okay, so now I will delete this customer or contact. So just click to the delete option and click on OK. So as you can see, the customer or contact is successfully written in Odoo. Okay, so now we check out in the PrestaShop. So just refresh this page. Okay, so as you can see that the customer is successfully deleted in PrestaShop at the same time. Okay, so hopefully you can understand the actual working of the customers with respect to the PrestaShop. Okay, either you are using the import option or export option. Okay, so let's move to the other feature, which is the product categories. So first of all, we try to import those categories in Odoo, and the same behavior in perspective to the product category, we use the create, update and delete operation as well to check out the real-time workflows. Okay, so we can check from the categories first in the PrestaShop. Okay, so you can see that we have already 3 categories which belong some of the products or something else. Also we have the empty category as well. So now I will import these categories in Odoo. So just select to the import option, select the store and readjust the time frame. Click to sync button. So the process is being completed successfully, and we can check out the categories from go to the inventory configurations and the attribute. Sorry, just product categories. Okay, so somehow categories you may see, and some of the categories may be not belonging to any product. Okay, so these are the categories that belong some of the products. Okay, so for example, the art, cloth or accessories, and the other is the child categories. Okay, so we successfully imported the categories in Odoo. So if you have other than any information or customization related to this feature, you may ask. Okay, so now we'll test out the real-time operations by adding a new category. So first of all, I will name the category. Okay, so the parent ID you can select that, some of the description. Okay, also you can specify some of the a reference position if you need it, but if you did not require anything related information, you just remain as it is. So after putting in information, you just click to save. So as you can see that we successfully created a product category, and this is the ID that PrestaShop has generated. Okay, so as you can see the store and the ID. Also we can check out in the PrestaShop as well. So I just need to refresh this page. Just open this one. Okay, so as you can see that we successfully created a new category. Okay, so basically it's an empty category which did not belong any product. Okay, so as you can also see that this the message which is generated by the PrestaShop. Okay, so now I will try to delete this category. Okay, so as you can see that we successfully removed the category. So now we'll check out from here in PrestaShop. So the category is successfully removed at the same time in PrestaShop. Okay, so these features related to the categories, or I can say that some of the methods are working perfectly. Either we are importing the categories or exporting. Okay, so these are the manual options. You can also use the CronJob automation settings, or I can set some of the adjustment by defining some of the parameters. Okay, so you can if you want to be continue these operations without your any interaction required, then you can use that. Okay, so let's move to the next feature, which is the products. Okay, so we just import these products in Odoo and test out either it's imported successfully or not. So I just go to the products. Also I will show you the products in the PrestaShop. Okay. So as you can see that some of the products already exist, and we will try to import these products. So currently we do not have any product. So I just click on the import option, and the store ID and the time frame that we already adjust. Just click to the sync button. So this will take few seconds. Basically it's depending upon how many number of records. So if you have number of records, I can say that a large number of records, then you can configure the auto configurations for the timeout operation. Okay, either you can use a CronJob automation if you have a large number of records in products. Okay, so it will also some of the comparisons and some of the image related operations as well in the products. So as you can see that the process is completed successfully, and we have around 19 products. So I just reload, change the view. So as you can see that all of the product is successfully imported in Odoo with define of all of the information, including the price, the variants, the quantity, all of the things imported in Odoo. So if you have any other specification or something else, you can ask. So just open a specific product to demonstrate which information you can have. So as you can see that the category, and here is the media related images, the PrestaShop multiple categories, the supplier, manufacturer, the condition, some of the information related to the PrestaShop, all of the information you can see in the PrestaShop tab. Okay, so now I will try to update this product, the brown bear. Okay, so by adding some of the images, and let's check that either these images successfully exported or not. Okay, so I just select some of the images. So as you can see that the image is successfully uploaded in Odoo, and just click to the save option. So as you can see that the changes have been saved in Odoo successfully. So now we will check out in Odoo. in term of PrestaShop, which the ID name is 10. Okay, so just go to the PrestaShop and go to the ID number 10, this one. So we have 3 images. Okay, total 3 images. The first one is the cover page, and the other two we have in the tab. Okay, so as you can see that we successfully exported the product related information. Okay, and you can also use the real-time delete operation as well by using this option. Okay, so these are the product related operations you can use accordingly as per your requirement. Okay, so in the end, the last feature, which is the orders, and in orders we only have one options, which is the import operation. Okay, so now I will try to explain with the CronJob automation settings to import the orders. Okay, so just go to the settings, CronJob setting, and you also, I have explained earlier, you can use as per your requirement which feature that you want. Okay, so at the end we have the import order operation. We just enable this. Okay, and you can specify some of the parameters. For example, you can specify a one-time call or unlimited time call. Okay, basically it's unlimited call means you want to be repeat this process after a specific interval. So after specific interval, specify the interval, which is the next interval, which means that a positive number, and the type is we have the following options: minute, hours, or day. So if I leave these settings as they have, so it means that after 1 minute the execution will start related to the import operation. Okay, so I just click to the save option. So as you can see that the setting is successfully updated, and we can just wait for a 1 minute and the execution will start and we can import the orders. Okay, so I just open the order from the sales. Okay, also I can check that in PrestaShop. So we already have few of orders. Okay, so just wait for 1 minute. So as you can see that we successfully imported the sale orders in Odoo, and also you can see the specific orders in PrestaShop. Okay, so we can also use the delete operation. Okay, in case of real-time operation we did not use the create operation, but we can use the delete operation as well. So I'm going to try delete operation. So just click to the delete option and just OK. So as you can see, the sale order is successfully removed from the Odoo, and just refresh this page in PrestaShop. Okay, so you can see that that sale order is successfully removed as PrestaShop as well. Okay, so seems like you can remove the sale order at the same time. Okay, so these are the features that we have integrated with respect to the PrestaShop. So if you have other than any requirements, then you can ask to the support department and we will try to implement as soon as possible and with specific your design pattern. Okay, so happy to use Odoo PrestaShop connector. Have a great day. Bye bye.